In this screencast, we're going to take a look at running a workflow over an existing file. So I'm going to open a file in AcqKnowledge. This particular file has media associated to it, and I'm going to line these up so that we get a better look. There we go. So each of these focus areas on the left relate to a specific movie trailer. And what I'm going to do is create a workflow that will run through and analyze this particular waveform. So the first thing we need to do is go to the workflow menu and open up the workflow editor. So for those of you that don't have scripting, you'll be missing these two menus. For those of you that have scripting, workflow is a new menu that becomes available in AcqKnowledge 5.0.8. If we open the editor, we can open up other files. So this is movie trailers AWF, AcqKnowledge Workflow file. Now we can see our workflow that we're going to be using. So I'll just walk you through what this workflow will actually do. It's going to get the active graph. So I've got one graph open. It will grab that graph. It will duplicate the active channel. Well, there's only one channel in here, so it will duplicate the skin conductance level data. It will then make channel 2 the active channel. We'll run the smoothing, median smoothing over 63 samples, and then we'll run a digital low-pass FIR filter set to 1 Hertz over the recording. Then use the electrodermal activity locate skin conductance response analysis to run across channel 2. So the software will construct a new phasic EDA. So we'll end up with 3 channels of data. And then the skin conductance level data, which is channel 2, will have skin conductance responses marked on the waveform. We'll make sure that the active channel remains channel 2 by using that change active channel to channel 2. And we'll select all the data in the graph, and then we'll use the find cycle detector to look at a fixed time period of 10 seconds during each of the focus areas, and there are 3 focus areas, and we'll output a series of measurements. All of the measurements are being taken from channel 2. We'll look at the time, the maximum skin conductance level, the delta time, which should always be 10 seconds, and then an event count. So that will count the number of skin conductance responses that occur within that 10-second period, but only for the 10-second periods that occur within the focus areas. And then the results will be output to an Excel spreadsheet. There will be one spreadsheet for each of the 3 focus areas. So in the end, we'll end up with the analyzed file plus 3 unique spreadsheets. Okay, so let's come over to the menu here, and we've got this play button, run button. If I hit run, the system will start to perform the actual workflow. All right, so that's it. That's the workflow completed. We've got our 3 different spreadsheets. If I open this one up, this is the very first spreadsheet. And what I'm going to do is, if I minimize these down, close this down, we can see in this first focus area, the movie that's playing here, it's a cartoon. There are no skin conductance responses. So when I come over to this recording, we can see that it started at 21 seconds. And these are the skin conductance level values for each of the 10-second time spans, and then the event count for skin conductance responses, of which there were none. Close that down. This is the second of the two segments. So it starts at 186 seconds, and we can see we've got 2, 4, 5. We can just come over to AcqKnowledge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skin conductance responses within that segment. And if I come over to the third and final spreadsheet, starts at 305 seconds, and we've got 1, 2 skin conductance responses in that final focus area, 1, 2. So that's it. You can see very quickly and efficiently the workflow performs the tasks that it's been asked to perform, and you can validate that the tasks have been performed. On this channel 2, which was my duplicate, I can come down here, click on this little blue circle with the I for information symbol. This gives me the history of that particular channel. So it gives me the information about the sample rate, minimum, maximum, and mean values for the entire segment. It's channel 2, the total length approximately 7 minutes. And the first thing that happened, we ran a smoothing. Second was to run an FIR filter, and we get all the details of the particular filter and the smoothing, median smoothing at 63 samples. All right, so that gives a quick demonstration and overview for the workflow analysis.